Hey golf people, I am at the PGA Tour Superstore here in Tampa, and I've got the brand new Titleist T200. This is one of the most anticipated iron releases of 2023. It happened here late in the year. I've also got the old model here of the T200. We're gonna put it to the test, see the similarities and differences between the new and the old, and have a little fun. If you're ready, I am. Let's get to work.
All right, let's talk about what's changed here between the old version and the new version. Titleist, of course, has its marketing department on the job. They are great at what they do. Titleist, first talking about its enhanced feel. It's going to have a refined max impact technology. Basically, better feel is what they're saying. We'll see if that's actually the case. The old T200 is this one thing I did not like necessarily about them, is I thought they were a little stiff. They also say you've got a clean, confident shape, just like the old version. Honestly, it's a coin toss between which looks better. I think that's completely subjective. Now, looking down at the top of these clubs, you'd never be able to tell the difference between the old model here and the new model, but one thing that has changed that is noticeable visually is what Titleist calls effortless turf interaction. And they've got a variable bounce sole they're talking about. Basically, they've worked with the Vokey engineers to adjust the thickness of the sole, how it's ground, all that good stuff. I was only able to test the 7-iron here, so I can only speak to the 7-iron, but it's definitely a thinner profile than the previous model of T200. We'll see how that affects things as we swing the club. The other thing that I think is important to note here, and you should always look at when you're testing an old model versus a new model, is lofts. All right, so the old lofts were 31 degrees at the 7-iron. This new one, it's different. It's not different by a whole lot, but it is different. It's a half a degree stronger at 30.5. So if we see slight distance gains, that could very well be the reason we see those gains. All right, let's get to work, start hitting some shots.
All right, I have set a green out there at 180 yards. First up here is going to be the previous model of the T200. I'm gonna hit 5 shots, make sure we get some good ones, and then we're gonna hit 5 with the new T200s to get an apples to apples. Shot 1. Ooh, I hit that one just a little thin, just a little thin. So it's short. First swing here, ball speed 110, carried 154, total 164. And as you can see, we came up a little bit short there. Backspin 67, 82. Sometimes you get a little higher spin with thin shots. Let's see if we do better here on shot 2. That one was dead in the middle, and that's coming right down the pipe. Good shot there, just landed straight on the line basically. Carried 169, total 185, the backspin 53.67, so a much better number there. I would say this club is just a little stiff feeling. It's not that super buttery forged feel you normally get. Shot 3. Another pretty good strike. Right side of the green, we landed just in front. We're gonna hop on there. We rolled out to 181. Ball speed 115, carried 166. Like I said, rolled to 181. Spin number is a good one. I like that, 57.75. That's right about where I'd like to be with a 7-iron. All right, shot 4 coming here. Another real good one. So we may throw that first shot out. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens with the new versions of the T200s. But so far, those last 3 were real good strikes. Ball speed 113, carried 163, total 178, backspin 56.60. Nice peak height there too, by the way, 28.8 yards. All right, 5th and final shot. Not as good as those first 3, but not super bad either. A little bit towards the toe, kind of turned it over just a little bit, and you can see it's a little short. So those 3 in the middle were definitely gonna be my best 3 shots. Ball speed on that one though, 109, carried 156, total 169, backspin 49.05, so the spin was a little bit lower there on the toe strike. All right, we are switching over to the new T200, same setup, same shaft, everything is the same, just this new club head. Let's see what happens. All right, so remember, first shot and the 5th shot, not my best. The 3 in the middle were really good with the other T200. Let's see what happens with this one, and then we'll make sure we're going apples to apples as much as possible. All right, so that one was a little towards the toe, kind of like my 5th shot with the prior generation. Also pulled that one just a little left. Ball speed 115, carried 164, total 176. The backspin there 57.86, so another good number. I will say off the bat, especially on a miss hit here, the feel's a little better here with this new T200, but we'll continue to swing. Shot 2. That was a good strike. Looking like right side of the fairway, or right side of the green, I should say. Rolled right up there. Ball speed 116, carried 168. Total 182, the backspin there 59.59. It's a little higher spin on a little better strike. 3rd shot coming. Another good one. Ooh, that's nice. That was kind of like my 2nd one with the prior model there. Nice distance, rolled down to 185. He carried 170. The ball speed there, 117, and the spin, 56.04. So that's 2 good ones right there, back to back. 4th shot. Another good one. So definitely got 3 good ones here that we can go apples to apples with the prior generation. Ball speed 115, carried 166, total 180, backspin 57.83. Last shot. I kind of wanted to hit it thin, and I sort of did. It was just slightly thin. Not as bad as the other one. Great result there, obviously. At address, you will not be able to tell the difference unless you've got a microscope. In terms of feel though, the new T200 is considerably better feeling than the prior model. That's a big difference. Sound-wise, maybe a little bit better there too, but let's look at the numbers. So we've got the old over here on the top. We've got the new down here on the bottom, red versus blue. I'm gonna throw out these 2 shots, the 1st and 5th shot with both clubs, because I think it's gonna give us a better comparison. In terms of ball speed, we're looking at 114.7 with the prior model. New model about 1.5 miles faster, leaving the club face, 116.1. Launch angle, 18 to 18.6, so just slightly higher. If we look at backspin, a little bit more spin here with the new model as well. I like to see that. I like to be right around 5,700 with my 7-iron. This was 57.82. Prior model, just a little bit lower, 56.01. Remember, I also threw out this last shot, so that's not reading in there. So I think this is a very good apples to apples. In terms of side spin, 509 to 586. Not too much different there. In terms of descent angle, 44.3 to 45.6. So just a little bit steeper with the new one here. Offline, 2.5 right. I hit 3 really good shots there. That one was dead on the line according to Foresight GC Hawk here, 0.0. That's as good as it gets. And so the average actually a little bit better, a little bit slightly tighter dispersion here, 2.5 to 4. Those are both great numbers though. 1.5 yards is not too meaningful. What is that, 4 feet? So both very consistent when struck well. Interesting here, you've got higher peak height by 2 yards with the new one versus the old one, 29 to 31. We've also got a little bit more carry, 2 yards more carry with that 1.5 or so mile per hour. Ball speed number, 168 to 166. And with rollout, you've got just a little less spin here, so it rolled down a little bit more, 181 to 182, so only 1 yard difference there between these two. So final verdict here in terms of the old versus new with the Titleist T200. I really like the new T200s a lot, I gotta say that. And I think it really comes down to feel. This is one thing, if you saw my review a couple years ago of the T200, I did the whole Titleist series, the 100, the 200, the 300. The T200 I did not like because it felt a little stiff. It just was too firm at impact. This one's got much closer to that forged feel that you're going to want if you are, again, a mid-handicapper trying to get down into the lower digits. This new T200 definitely has better feel, more what a player is looking for. So definitely an improvement here, I would say, with the T200s, not only in the feel, but in numbers themselves. I think you should absolutely take a look at these. If you're gonna do that, and you're in Tampa especially, come to a PGA Tour Superstore to do that. Thanks to these guys for letting me come test these clubs, as well as some of the other reviews we're doing here in the fall with the new releases. Speaking of that, here's another video that you're definitely gonna wanna check out, another hot new release. I'll catch you back here real soon on another edition of Let's Play Through.